Today on campus is on the campus of Philadelphia University to meet a man who has devoted almost 40 years to this school and is now the winningest basketball coach in the history of Division II.
Thanks, Melissa. I am in Philadelphia on the campus of Philadelphia University. Now, I'm not surprised if you have never heard of this school, but it's been around since 1884, but until 1999, this college was known as Philadelphia College of Textiles and Science, or as most alums call it, Textile. Today, though, there are more than 3,500 students here studying in more than 50 undergrad and graduate programs. In 1959, Herb Magee came to play basketball at this school, and this is where he has stayed for 48 years. In the trophy case, there's the ball proclaiming him MVP of the 1962-63 season, and the trophy for the team he coached to the NCAA Division II National Championship in 1970, just his third year as a head coach. His retired jersey hangs in the rafters high above the new court, the court that now bears his name, and at center court, his signature, an artist's name on a canvas. For 40 years, he has blended players and strategies. As an artist, mixes colors, each team, each player, a work of art. In February, with his 829th career victory, he became the winningest coach in the history of Division II. It is a remarkable resume, made even more so by the fact that Philadelphia University is where Herb Magee came as a student athlete in 1959, and it is where he has stayed for 47 years.
I decided, I'm not going to leave the city. This is where I belong. This is where I feel comfortable. This is where my family is, my friends are, my roots are. So I decided this is the best place for me.
He's had plenty of chances to leave. His 29.1 points per game scoring average in 1961 is still a school record, and the sharpshooter was drafted by the Boston Celtics. He has had offers to coach at other schools and to coach in the NBA. But Philadelphia University is where he has stayed and where he has built his legacy. A legacy that includes 21 trips to the NCAA tournament and 2 National Coach of the Year awards.
All right, get a basketball and let's get warmed up.
Do you have your own way?
My players know, they know one rule that I have is, do not embarrass yourself, do not embarrass the program, do not embarrass the university, and you'll never have a problem with me. Fair enough? Okay, run it again. I will raise my voice, I will holler. I don't like to, and I don't do it all the time because I learned a long time ago, it's like when you raise children. If you holler at them all the time, they're going to turn you off. All right, take it to the side. I've also learned that you can be stricter with some guys than you can with others. So some guys don't need a pat on the back or a pat on the head, and don't raise your voice to the kid, where another kid only responds to maybe chastising. So I think you have to be a bit of a psychologist the whole time while you're coaching.
So tell me, is it true that you can really count on just one hand how many kids have not graduated from the program?
Anybody who has played 4 years, yeah, there's only a few, maybe 3 or 4.
Coach Magee lost both of his parents before he was 14, and perhaps that is why his family, wife Jerry, daughters Kay and Eileen, and his granddaughters are so important in his life.
Everybody always uses the cliche, I have the best wife in the whole world. Well, they can't because I do. They interviewed me, and with me was my wife and my granddaughter Carly. And they said to Carly, what do you think of your grandfather? All these wins. And she said, I'm happy my grandfather wins games, but I'm happier he's my grandfather and not somebody else's. And I thought, oh my goodness gracious, 8-year-old kid saying something like that, that was wonderful.
Herb Magee learned basketball on the playgrounds of West Philly. He was a 2-time All-America as a player and the school's all-time leading scorer when he graduated. 44 years later, only 2 players have scored more, and today, he teaches others to shoot.
He says none of us are good enough shooters to play against him in horse.
I can still shoot. If there's no one on me, if I'm completely alone, I can shoot. I learned when I started playing golf. The most important thing in golf swing is a golf grip. You must have your hands on the golf club correctly or you're finished. In shooting a basketball, I find that when I work with somebody individually, whether he be a player on my team, a young kid, 10, 11, my granddaughter, no matter who it is, their grip is wrong. They have their hands on the ball incorrectly. And if your hands are on the ball incorrectly, then you're never going to become a great shooter.
After all these years and all these wins, there is only one question.
How much longer? Let's see, today's Friday. Tomorrow we have a game, next week. And as far as retiring is concerned, it's not even in a realm of possibility. there will be no retiring. I enjoy coaching. I still am as nervous as I always get. I'm still preparing for our practices and preparing for our games just as I did when I first started. So there's no retiring in the near future for me.
Herb Magee has put his shooting philosophies onto a couple of DVDs, Nothing But Net and Nothing But Drills. He also has developed the Shooting Buddy, a patented basketball shooting device that utilizes muscle memory to dramatically improve shooting effectiveness. And of course, you can find out about all of this and much more at herbmagee.com. Meanwhile, we'll be right back on campus after this timeout.